And the reason it goes so well with something delicate, like a Samphire and King George Whiting hamburger in a bap roll, is the flavours are so delicate they complement. And the texture of the fish with its beautiful crispy skin, the crispy salty nature of Samphire. Samphire's got this beautiful texture. For those that don't know what Samphire is, it's a seashore weed. It lives in both the water and on the ground by the ocean. And it just has this crunch and then this burst of salt. And it pairs so beautifully with the wine, even without anything else. Now, we're going to take the fish off for the moment. It doesn't matter how messy it is. And we're going to just quickly put the white fresh bap roll. Very, very important that you get the lightest bread possible, because you want the crunch to come from the fish and the Samphire. Now, if we just let that crispen up a little bit, as Samphire gets older, it lignifies. So you can sort of see here, I'll ruin this example. If you tear everything off like that, that's very woody, so it's not necessarily in peak season. So if you went to a top restaurant anywhere around Australia, they would more than likely not serve it, or they would pull it off just like that. But the best is when it's just a juvenile weed and you can just bite in, there's no wood. That is beautiful, but we might have to... No, that's okay. That's not lignified. So we'll take that off, we'll check our bread. Bread's going along okay. Now, as I'm sure there are many lovers of butter watching this, I find it a bit of a game to go to the markets and find the most expensive butter possible. And I think I won that today. And that's $9 for a tiny little punnet, something like 50 grams. And I couldn't be happier about it. Now, let's get some butter on there. So, chuck that on. Get that. I love it when there's little clumps there, and when you put the fish on, then it melts. And there's little cold bits in there still, and oh, good butter, good butter, good butter. Righto, plenty of butter. Chuck the fish on. Double up, quite hungry. Put the Samphire on. That's lignified. So if it is lignified, just pull off the woody bits. Bit of pepper. Good whack of salt, not too much because that's in the Samphire. Look at that. Can you see that? What you do? Chuck that there. Sip of wine. Very good. And that is delicious. You could go a little heavier on the Samphire because I love Samphire so much. You can go a little heavier on the butter. You can go a little heavier on anything, but it's just beautiful. Cheers and all the best.